Hey everybody, Dr. Kevin Hyde here with Pinellas Anxiety Specialists. Today is day 6 of 30 days of live videos, and today is election day here in America. So please get out and vote. Here in Florida, polls are open until 7 o'clock, so you still have some time. And because it's election day, this is when we go to the polls and we express our values and how we vote. So I thought that I would talk a little bit about values and how we can use those in our daily lives. So if you've heard of values, and you might not have even really thought about what they are because we don't think about them all the time, they're sort of the big picture of what's important to us. And so often we just get caught up in doing all the day-to-day things that we need to do, watching the kids, doing the grocery shopping and the laundry and all of those things that just every week we have to do them, so we do them. And we never take that opportunity to take the step back, look at the big picture, and see how all of those small little things fit into that. And so when we're thinking about our values, we think about the different areas of our lives. It could be working, family, education, leisure, hobbies, all these different areas of our lives, and the way that we want to live out those areas. So we might want to be loving and kind. We might want to be hardworking and dedicated. And those are all things that are part of our values. Okay? And we can then set goals, the smaller things that we want to do to change our behavior to live out those values. Because oftentimes when we do this, when we take a look at the big picture and see the things that are important to us, we realize that we're not doing some of those things. We might be criticizing our spouse for little things and not being very loving to them, not being very forgiving. And so when we see that there's that discrepancy, when we see we're not living out those values, we can choose to then forgive, to not react in anger like we have been recently. And so with these values, you have the chance to sort of plan how you want to move forward. These things, when you live out these values, they're what give meaning to your life. They're what make life fulfilling. Because throughout life, we can't promise that you're not going to go through distress, that you're not going to have periods where you feel down, sad. There are going to be people that you love who are going to die, and you're going to grieve their loss. Bad things might happen to you. You might get into a car accident and lose the ability to use a leg or an arm or something like that. Those bad things are going to happen as we go through our life. And if we're counting on those day-to-day things to give us happiness, it's not going to work, right? We're always going to have things that drag us down. So when we continue to rely on living out these values, whether things are going well for us, whether things are a struggle for us, we can still be proud of the life that we're living. And so if you want to try and do this yourself, an exercise you can do is think about at your 80th birthday party. You got all your family and friends there, and they're all going to stand up and say some things about you. They're going to talk about how you lived your life, the things that you did, and the things that were important to you. And think about what you would really want them to say about the life that you lived. Okay? And so when you're doing that, that gives you an idea of what is important to you now, and how you can make some of those changes to start living in that way that is meaningful, that is fulfilling, that you can reflect back on with pride at the end of your life. All right, everybody, hope that's helpful. If you think of anything that you would like me to cover, please leave a comment. Please send me a message. I'd be more than happy to do it. And of course, like this, share it. I'd appreciate any of that. And hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.